Hello everyone, welcome back to SCP Readings with your reader here, Mice. Today we're going to be reading quite the lengthy one, SCP-922, with a link in the description for you to follow along as I read the line. As SCP-922 is localized on the campus of the University of... For the purposes of secrecy and continued containment efforts, the name of this university is censored in this document to all personnel not assigned to Site-305 and surrounding neighborhoods. Containment efforts are restricted to the areas designated by Site Director Al-Zarqa, cumulatively identified as Site-305. Personnel are to maintain absolute secrecy and discretion when interacting with students and faculty of the university under the guise of campus security and or custodial staff. Cooperation with local FBI Unusual Incidents Unit affiliates is ongoing in order to locate and identify a potential source for SCP-922, if at all possible. Foundation personnel assigned to Site-305 with security level 2 and below are to abide by the following containment procedures. Personnel are not to engage students, faculty, or civilians on site without prior approval from level 4 personnel. Personnel embedded with the University of at risk of discovery by students, facility, or civilians are to resign and or withdraw from their cover positions. Submit all gathered information to the project overseer alone. No other individual, regardless of rank or class, is privy to this information. Personnel are not to respond to on-site incidents up to and including threats of violence directed against personnel unless such threats appear to place personnel in a situation of imminent danger. Embedded personnel are not to contradict inaccurate statements made by students, faculty, or civilians. The number of on-site personnel is to be maintained at a consistent 644 to prevent discrepancies related to SCP-922's effects. Security access required. Access granted. A selection of 13 level 4 personnel on-site have been authorized to make note of or mark any level 3 personnel or below who are suspected of having been anonymously created by SCP-922. Personnel who are marked are not to be reassigned without the authorization of Site Director Al-Zarqa and at least 10 of the 13 authorized level 4 personnel. If authorized, these individuals are to be given amnestics and monitored at their new assignments. The identities of the 13 authorized level 4 personnel are to remain classified to all personnel save Site Director Al-Zarqa and the O5 Council. SCP-922 is a reality-altering phenomenon affecting all students and faculty of the University of located in as well as an additional 9 civilians in the surrounding neighborhood. Affected individuals display a number of discrepancies in memory, including recollection of non-existent events and individuals. Additionally, SCP-922 may or may not be responsible for bringing new individuals, most of whom have been possibly identified using local census records. The nature of the anomaly's effects make it unknown as to whether these individuals are newly created or have been previously removed from the memories of fellow students or faculty. Alterations made by SCP-922 have indicated a behavioral pattern of evasion and deception based on indirect interaction with Foundation personnel. Further investigation and research into a possible conscious source to the anomalies is pending. SCP-922 was first discovered in August 2009 when several students attempted to drop a course, SCP-922-2, that they did not register for. The registrar was unable to find any information on the course in question, and the registry numbers for the course in question were found to be non-existent in the campus course catalog. The class was labeled as Barricades, Borders, and the Bourgeoisie, America and the New Deal, taught by Professor Martina Bayer, with the class location and time labeled to be available. Additional records in the campus registry were discovered to have significant discrepancies, drawing the attention of a local FBI affiliate investigating suspected fraud and fiscal misconduct. The appearance of anomalously created FBI agents lacking physical documentation but maintaining highly sensitive information drew the attention of the Unusual Investigations Unit and later the Foundation.
On October the 1st, 2009, a joint investigation was made by the Unusual Incidents Unit of a local FBI affiliate at the Foundation that the campus registry found multiple records for students determined either to be duplicate entries, alumni, or non-existent. Additional personnel were called in to expand their search to include university enrollment and employment records, financial aid and scholarship applications, and charitable donations made on behalf of alumni. From this investigation, the following discrepancies were discovered. 186 students present on campus were not registered in any systems. All 186 students could provide school ID cards and official schedules bearing student IDs. 15 custodial employees' entries contained falsified information apparently duplicated from another staff employee. 32 students were duplicated using different student ID numbers, totaling 100 fictitious registration entries. Over the course of the enrollment, 12 of the students provided student IDs with information matching different duplicate entries at different times. None of the students claimed to have multiple ID cards and could not provide an explanation for the discrepancies. Two professors possessed no employment records or registration information.
Determined to be caused by filing record, the professors have since been cleared. Students, male and female, have claimed to be Joshua, a freshman student described as a black Hispanic male. None of the students claiming to be Mr. are black Hispanic males. All provided student ID numbers and ID cards bearing their respective photographs. None of the cards show signs of forgery or tampering. 1,399 students were assigned at the same 2 dorm rooms in the residential hall. For stories, the maximum occupancy was listed as 458 students. Foundation agents sent to investigate report, but did nothing anomalous regarding the blank residential hall. See Incident 922-08.
Following the report given by Foundation agents, an additional 4 individuals claiming to be Foundation agents reported in the handlers claiming the residential hall did not exist. The individuals claimed to be present at the reported location of the hall and reported that none of the students could nearby corroborate the alleged existence of the residential hall. Questioned by the handlers, the 2 individuals identified themselves as Agent Jones and Tizona. The handler confirmed their identities and ID numbers, but claimed not to have dispatched the 2 to investigate. Crystal reported the location and possibly identified a 7-story building as the residential hall. Placards within the building listed the maximum occupancy as 1,500. Campus records continue to refer to the hall as a 4-story tall hall with a maximum occupancy of 450. Copies of these records have been made and uploaded to Site 305's database, allowing for the campus to update records regarding the residential hall. University records archived at Site 305 have been moved offsite after it was discovered several entries had been altered to reflect updates made to the actual records by campus personnel.
Unauthorized personnel will see an end of filing. Further information regarding SCP-922 currently restricted to level 5 personnel of pre-approved individuals already beneath the information detailed below.
Repeated incidents involving discrepancies in agent assignments and logs from an internal review of Site 305 records and personnel over the course of years conducted alongside personnel at Site 11 located in Site Directors Alvarska of Site 305 and Vargas of Site 11 were the only 2 individuals privy to the full context and purpose of the review. To determine whether or not SCP-922 is directly or indirectly responsible for the anomalous creation of previously non-existent individuals, determine whether or not SCP-922 is additionally responsible for the alteration of local and federal records, including census records, medical records, voter registration, school records, etc., to accommodate the perceived pre-existence of aforementioned anomalous individuals, as well as altering the memories of certain individuals to facilitate insertion of newly created individuals in the communities and social groups as members prior to the actual creation. The footnote 2.
Similar cases involving non-sapient, otherwise non-human replicants have previously been named Arasarka, Taruvia, Maro, Jamie. My sister is an only child of the inconsistent Cardiff family. Foundation of Visual Cognitive Hazards, Spatial and Temporal Anomalies. Dated January 2006.
Determine whether or not SCP-922 is sentient as a result of patterns of alteration made apparently in response to Foundation investigative efforts. Determine if the effects of SCP-922 have spread beyond its observed area before a sense discovery. Results of the year review found discrepancies in the number of on-site personnel ranging from 133 to 700 individuals. 78 individuals were marked by authorized level 4 personnel as being potentially anomalously created, with an unspecified number of other personnel claiming to be unaware of the 78 individuals as being Foundation employees despite proper documentation and identification. Further investigation eliminated 30 of the individuals from suspicion. Notably, the 30 individuals could be accounted for with proper documentation, emphasis from off-site personnel and/or former non-Foundation co-workers. An additional 118 individuals were found to have no record of being assigned to Site 305, and another 20 had no record of having even been employed by the Foundation. These 130 individuals were recognized and identified by on-site personnel as longer than years employees. The 186 individuals, along with an additional individuals, were interrogated by Foundation personnel at site, where it was determined that none of the individuals displayed any anomalous knowledge or behavior inconsistent with their alleged station or profession. None were aware of the full effects of SCP-922, nor had any connection with one another prior to discovery. Over the course of the interrogations, some days, an additional 74 individuals were cleared of suspicion. Documentation for these individuals was corroborated with references from friends or relatives and/or co-workers at a variety of Foundation sites. The remaining individuals could not provide information regarding existing friends or relatives and have been tentatively placed in containment, pending further research.
For O5 Council eyes only, please enter ID and password. Access granted.
The following letter was delivered to the offices of the O5 Council from the office of Jamie Marlowe at Site 19. Dr. Marlowe herself was contacted directly to confirm she had sent the letter in question and has attested to the accuracy of the content. Contents of the notes are logged below.
Some time ago, I was contacted by a junior researcher regarding some of my work. I later reviewed the work and found out that I'd been cited in an article, apparently co-written with an individual named Taria Arzarka. I did some research on Arzarka and discovered she was site director in overseeing containment of SCP-922. I pulled up the article in question and I don't expect, namely those regarding the anomalous creation of clones or whatever it was. I have never heard of a Taria Arzarka working for the Foundation. I've never read any articles submitted by her prior to this SCP-922, and I have never co-authored anything with anyone named Taria Arzarka. No one I've talked to knows anything about Taria Arzarka, and after doing some independent research, I found out that pretty much no one outside of has heard of Taria Arzarka. I don't know how long this has been going on, or how long she's allegedly been a site director. If it is part of some other anomalous research or an experiment, please disregard all my concerns. But given the effect of this related documentation of SCP-922, I assume there was. From the office of Dr. Jamie Marlowe.
So basically, a university that makes clones of people, and now it's starting to make clones of Foundation personnel. I mean, yeah, I think I get it. I had a similar idea of like a Foundation site where it's actually not even a Foundation site, like an SCP idea of just this Foundation site where the Foundation never actually made the site, and the personnel in it aren't Foundation recognized either, and the whole scary portion of the SCP would be that nobody actually made the site, nobody is hiring these people, and worst of all, these people just keep coming back. Every time someone dies, the site just makes another person to take their place. And yeah, that's kind of what this SCP reminds me of. It reminds me of my own idea, and I really like that. That's cool. Yeah? But anyways, this has been my reading of SCP-922. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, all those lovely things. And you have a lovely day.